thermal ban, as he knows that Elevate is a lot. They are big fans of sniping, but that's not a problem for Elevate because they were using some very weird scopes yesterday and still had all the confidence in the world to hit their sniper shots.
Optic Gaming are probably going to do a double tack ban here. I thought that's something Elevate wanted to go and protect, maybe something like a concussion or a flashbang, because what we see from Optic Gaming so many times on Redwood specifically is their middle map push. They just go right up the middle of the map, and it's so tough for some of these teams to deal with. We've seen it time and time again from them.
And we see Optic's calling card in Search and Destroy, in my opinion, is they try to eliminate any variables that could possibly go wrong for them, and that's overkill, thermal, we see the nades going away, flashbangs. Because, if I'm sitting in their shoes, we are all incredible when it comes to gun skill. Why have anything else that's going to impede our gunfights and helping us win this match?
Rapid fire makes it through?
Oh, that's true. You're right. Sneaks right through. Overclock had to take a spot. So did Overkill. And now Rapid Fire's in there.
Rapid Fire Shiva?
If I don't see a Rapid Fire Shiva, a Rapid Fire Man of War, Rapid Fire BMP, really Rapid Fire anything will make me incredibly happy at this point. I know I'm curious if they're going to pick up on it because I know they all have headsets on with white noise right now. They're not hearing this.
Yeah, but they have to, right? I mean, they're always kind of looking at that.
I think if we know that Rapid Fire Shiva make it through, they have to know as well.
Well, I only knew because you pointed it out. So hopefully they're not as clueless as me.
All right, well, it's time to break down the map a little bit. Earlier we heard from Mr. X what his thoughts were for Search and Destroy on this map. Revan, what are your key points?
Well, one thing I really want to highlight is going to be Optic Gaming's middle map push on the defensive side of things. What they'll do is they'll have somebody like Formal set up right here, and he'll just boost straight up in the air so he could get a line of sight on these players coming down through the middle alley, while you're going to have another player from Optic. Most notably, it's probably going to be Scump. He's going to try to go right up into bunker and just zone out that area of the map. You also have a guy maybe top window here in top lab. He could also give some good covering fire to Scumpy as he moves into bunker, and as he moves into the top right corner of bunker, he could also challenge these players on bridge pretty effectively. Now you also need somebody pushing out a little bit ahead of this B bomb site, which I've just highlighted here. So maybe going up on the bridge right here just to help challenge these players. And this is something Optic Gaming did. They dedicate 4 players towards the middle map, and sometimes they'll leave this A bomb site here wide open. And that's why I was looking for somebody like Elevate to protect the concussions, because that's something that you could use to slow down this push from Optic Gaming, and teams just have a tough time dealing with it.
Yeah, for me as a player, this map is very stressful from the defensive side because that B bomb is so favored for offense. And if you don't get control of it, it turns out that you're going to have a really difficult time trying to win any rounds on defense. So it's going to be interesting to see how they handle that and what these teams do to respond to that.
Yeah, like you said, you pointed out the concussion. So now that that's out of the game, does Elevate choose to maybe try A side a little bit more often, knowing that Optic doesn't favor it as much?
That's going to be tough because, like, I'm just imagining, one time you sent Formal behind that A bomb site with a rapid fire Shiva. Like, how are you going to get past that?
I don't think I've seen a match played with rapid fire yet. I'm going to be eagle eye watching this, dude. This is going to be fun.
It'll be fun to see what kind of kits come out because, like you said, that one time this happens when something unique makes it through or gets banned, players are going to have to adapt a little bit. They're going to have to keep their eyes open while game is starting to load. So it's time to find out, will Optic continue their energy from that hard point even through this S&D, or is this where Elevate was planning to take the whole match back? We'll find out with Courage and Mr. X.
Formal goes off game 1, 36-17. Now with rapid fire, Shiva in play, the M8 as well. He's been set up to have a great S&D as well.
Yeah, and we saw this exact map play when these two teams met in week 1. It was the game 5 when Apathy was filling in for Remy. It went all the way to round 11, and that's when Optic had a really nice defensive stand. It was Karma pushing out with Heatwave, and obviously, the Naga fan under the tree wall run was during that match as well. So a lot of highlight plays from that one. Excited to see it again here at the Stage 1 finals. I gotta think, though, Optic, they have to know how important this map is. They win this, they go into their best game mode, uplink, and then you gotta figure the momentum is just all in their favor.
I went on Twitter really quick. During the ban to protect, want to see people's thoughts. The legendary Scott Gandhi is tuned in watching. He says he loves the thermal ban in this S&D. Want to see how it comes into play. We're watching Crim 6
I know, Scott's really knowledgeable, so...
He's got that rapid fire Shiva, and, well, everyone on Elevate, except for Aqua, is dead, and guess what? he's in the aqua himself.
Yeah, I mean, just because he's hiding in the water, that's the only reason he isn't dead. I mean,
and well, here they come. There's everyone pinching on him, and that round of S&D took 12 seconds.
and if you are Optic Gaming, why would you not play like that all of the time? You just need to trust your gun skill. When they let rounds go all the way down to the wire, that's when they end up losing them. They just need to challenge these gunfights. They're going to win them most of the time. And you see how fast that round was. Karma coming through the water with that rapid fire M8. I think rapid fire is going to play a huge part in this map.
Yeah.
If you're Optic, you win that round so easy. Karma picks up 3 kills. I would love to see them go over towards A. It's something that Elevate would have absolutely. They're not even going to defend it. I mean, look at this. I mean, if they would have went over towards the A bomb site, it would have caught them completely off guard.
Yeah. And right now, I know normally we don't watch the defensive side, but we got Vicento. Beautiful shot on the Karma to get first blood for Elevate. There's a second kill from Nagafen. Aqua doing what he can to trade it out, and just like that, it's a 1v3. Crim6 last alive. Makes it a 1-on-2. Still has the Shiva to work with. Pressure now beginning to come on in. Does he spot the player? It does appear so. Crim6 trying to get this kill. Hasn't converted as of yet. Nagafen watching over Elevate. Muscle right back at Optic Gaming. Both teams favoring that middle map push.
It's just so odd to me. Everybody knows that Optic's going to go B. B is a favorable site. Nobody on that team is like, hey, why don't we just try and hit this first round and just catch them off guard? You would have won that round with ease. I mean, Elevate doesn't respect the A bomb site at all.
Well, I think on a map like Redwood, Matt, as we go into another offensive round now for Elevate, I think this is a pretty good map draw for Optic Gaming. We've seen as a team they have some great shot calling on this map. They'll push right through middle map, and they seem to always have success even when opponents know what's going to happen. And it's because of this man right here, Formal with the M8. First blood hasn't been converted as of yet. We'll see how this round breaks down. It's Vicento striking first yet again.
Yeah, and it's the same exact defensive setup from Optic Gaming. So see how Elevate adjusts to it. They get that first blood, and now it's just up to them to decide if they want to just force the issue onto that B bomb site or maybe rotate it out. And you see Karma's going to lose that gunfight to Nagafen in the middle of the map. Big kill, actually. Nagafen has that bomb in the middle, so if he drops that moment, that's an awful spot for the bomb to beat down. Aqua pushes through Lab, takes out Krim. Not looking good for Formal. It's a 1v4. He's going to walk right into Remy.
Okay.
It's going to be Elevate taking that round.
You know, if you're new to competitive Call of Duty Search and Destroy, we play first to 6 rounds. Overtime would obviously be round 11. That's where the highlights really come in. The only non-respawn game mode, you get 1 life each round. Now, Matt, one thing I do want to point out, Optic Gaming versus TSM yesterday, they lost 2 of their 3. Search and Destroys Elevate, one of the better S&D teams. This is their kind of potential win card in this series versus Optic Gaming if you're Elevate.
And you have to think, if you are Optic, the thing that's kind of been plaguing you in Search and Destroy, sometimes you get a little bit too predictable, and they're going to keep going with these safe strats over and over again. That Elevate's going to catch them off guard, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. Elevate not afraid to try some different things. See the HC coming out there early from the side of Elevate. Karma's able to get rid of it, and he actually spots one, so don't think he catches that first player, though. You're going to see Scump get onto that B site, should be able to get the bomb down pretty fast.
You can see Vicento, I heard him yell something. I believe it was a not nice word for broadcast, I'll just say, as he fell off the map there.
I can safely say that was not intended.
Yeah, there are children watching. I'll avoid to refrain what he just said, but it's a 3v4 now. Elevate left in a tough spot after that blunder. See how great the positioning is from Formal. Aqua gets tagged up. He's got to fall on back. Just like this, there could be an opportunity now for Nagafen to even things out. Now a 3-on-3, and he just switches right over to Scump. Aqua has been spotted. He'll decide to challenge Formal, something few players want to do. But Karma, who's been playing in the back of the map this whole time, makes it a 2-on-2. Tries to get the second, not going to happen. Remy in a 1-on-1, but Formal gets them both. Karma played it so patiently from the back of the map, Matt, and it pays off here. Here's the final 2-piece from Formal. They just kind of run right into his sights, and it works out for him here.
Yeah, I mean, that's a perfect example of what Karma brings to the team. It's something a lot of players, you kind of overlook it, right? Yep. Just that smart play in Search and Destroy and how to play those 2v2, 3v2 situations. And right there, you got to think, Vicento's alive. That is one that Elevate's probably able to trade those kills out effectively and win.
Most certainly, and you got to remember in that round, too, Elevate use NHC, something they no longer have in their arsenal, and they still lose that round. Nice job by Optic Gaming there to convert this one. Crim6 still playing this top window area with the Shiva. I mean, you can't blame him, right, Matt? It's a perfect spot you want to be in.
No, it's a great gun to play up top with. The Shiva just does so much damage at long range. You're able to get some nice shots down on bunker, but Nagafen close to that camo.
What do you think
get up on bomb?
What do you think of this passive play here from Optic Gaming? We've seen so much aggressive pushes through middle map now. They kind of fall back, let Elevate make the first move. Bomb gets planted in a 4-on-4. Aqua strikes first. Krim does trade the kill back on out. He'll do his best to stay alive, and here's the flank again from Optic Gaming. Formal gets the kill into the player and bunker.
Yeah, that's why they were playing so slow. It was Formal actually rotating all the way through that A site and coming behind. Remy's going to actually pick up a kill, tied up 2 players apiece, and there's Formal through the middle of the map. Remy has to fall all the way back. It's going to put a lot of pressure on NagaFin.
Naga gets spotted. 2v1. Remy lasts alive. 17 seconds left. He's been spotted and Scump.
Oh,
That was with a VMP?
yeah, I was going to say, we caught that from Remy's perspective. I would love, I mean, we're going to see in the final kill game, I'd love to see what that looks like from Scumps. That is such a hard shot. That player in the water has a great line of sight on the bomb, and he just destroys Remy here with the
Rapid
VMP.
fire. You know, that's an example, right? If you hit every bullet with rapid fire, you get a little bit of a quicker kill. It's Scump. He does just that. One of the
Can't
most
get much more accurate than that.
legendary submachine gun players in the history of Call of Duty. Converts the round there for Optic Gaming, up 3-2. Now going on later into this game, specialists begin to come into play. Once again, if you haven't watched Black Ops 3 in a couple weeks, major shout out to Treyarch. Recent patch adds a specialist meter on the scoreboard. When it's yellow, that means a player has it. No one does as of yet. NagaFin should get his camo here momentarily. I switched over just for that snipe in time.
You're so lucky. I was watching him, and I was like pointing at my screen, but yeah, NagaFin with the snipes at the beginning. A really nice change of pace there from Elevate, and you want to do that in Search and Destroy time and time again, right? Just getting that first blood, huge. You see an HC come in. Remy's going to eat that to the face. He has Flak Jacket and Scump. Going to get the bomb down. Optic down a man. See how Elevate elects to play this. They go for another pick with the sniper rifle, or they all try and flit out onto that B site?
Well, this is almost like a ticking time bomb for Optic Gaming. They've got to try to even this out sooner rather than later, as Aqua is coming all the way around the back. Now a 3-on-2, make it a 3v1. Karma last alive. Do they have any idea where he is? Doesn't appear so, but he's given away his position. Now a 2v1. Shot still coming in. Karma will get spotted and taken down. These two teams so evenly matched. And look at the specialist meter right now for Remy, getting closer and closer to Heatwave. Matt, in your opinion, on an offensive round, do you want to see Remy try to use that towards this B-bomb?
Well, I think you use it on the defensive side of
Okay.
things. You can actually, it's exactly what we saw Karma do in this matchup the first time. You're able to get out over towards that B-bomb site. You pop your heat wave. Let's say you're coming from about bunker side through the middle. You're able to catch players with that heat wave over on that top rock by the bridge. You're able to catch players on the B-bomb site. You can get 2-for-1 heat wave there. You saw some body shots.
Okay, Aqua, okay. Sending some messages over to Optic Gaming, and it's
Will we
funny
see
to
an
say,
A push?
It's funny to say, Matt, is yesterday Beats employed a similar tactic. He began showing some I guess trash talk in game to Optic Gaming, and TSM wound up winning 4 rounds or 5 rounds in a row to take the S&D. We'll see if the mind games work against the veterans and OG. You expect it not to, but here comes a different type of push. Elevate towards A. They should get this bomb down right away.
This is what I wanted to see. I mean, both teams just not respecting the fact that you can go towards that A bomb site and have success. NagaFin able to get that first blood because Formal has to rotate over, and he just gets caught out alone. And see if Elevate can figure out where the guys in OG are coming from, because right now it looks like they have not a clue.
Scump does not have the weapon he wants to have in his hands right now. Obviously, a VMP not the weapon of choice. First out is going to be Crim6 with that Shiba. Spots a player on site, gets tagged up, but puts bullets in him himself. Aqua does his best to stay alive. It's Karma in the 1v4 yet again. Elevate! 2 rounds in a row. They'll go up 4-3. Matt, I feel like that's a round that you absolutely love from Elevate.
That was a
right there.
nasty initial shots there by Aqua to take out Crim over on that left tree run, and then you see Karma's going to drop here at the end. But I love the strat by Elevate. They go over towards A. No team playing any defense over on that A bomb site. Might as well take advantage of it.
Yeah, and I think what makes Elevate so lethal in S&D is that they're one of the teams that are quicker to recognize these things. 2 HCs ready to use yet again. They've got multiple specialists about to be earned.
Well, it even impacts the next defensive round on the side of Optic Gaming from the standpoint now that they have to respect the fact that Elevate could potentially push that A bomb site. Where does that take a player away from? Maybe middle map, maybe over on the B, and it makes it a little bit easier for Elevate to navigate through these lanes.
Nice job by Crim6. He makes a risky play. He gets it done with that Kuda with rapid fire. Remember, that did make it through the ban and protect. A lot of people say, you know, where the Kuda lacks is in the rate of fire. With rapid fire on it, it definitely makes up for it there. But the round going into round 3, and Matt, you can see who I have highlighted on the mini map. It's the same guy yet again, going for a big sneaky play.
He needs to go pretty fast because they're leaving Formal out to dry here, just trying to play defense on his lonesome. And like Karma gonna. Oh yeah! For a second, I thought he was gonna run right by that player. He gets in the top left. He's at least able to figure out where this player is, so he can call that out to Formal, and Formal does not need a challenge right away. He actually mistakes that dead body for a player on top of the bomb, and now Formal, last one alive, trying to clutch a 2v1. They're gonna line up. This one player not turning around, and Formal has his cat versus Vicento.
Oh gosh, all Optic Gaming fans right there. Their heart just skipped a beat. You can see it happened to both OG players. They both think, look at that body. Look, oh, nope, that's not her. Vicento went down, he propped that up to fake it.
I love when we go to the down of the line shot of Optic there, like Karma is like giggling a little bit, Formal's kind of like leaned back talking to Scump. I just paid attention to Crim on the end. Crim had this death stare on like, dude, if you did not see that guy, I was about to get up and just toss you.
Hey, Maven said yesterday, a great tactic mid-series if a teammate is kind of failing to play well, you just get up and slap him in the face. It's one of the great aspects of plan.
And to be honest, I would not be surprised if that did happen, if it was Crim doing it to another teammate.
Most certainly. Now the HC is out again, and this is what we've seen from Elevate. This is their third one this game. Nothing yet back from Optic Gaming. They'll use it as a scouting tool, remember? Because it is in this third-person way, players will elect to just peek around walls just like this, try to spot someone. Nobody in top window as of yet. Beautiful movement from Karma to just completely juke out that RC. And now the pressure begins to come in. The bomb has been planted in a 4-on-4. Going to be up to OG for the break, and no flag check-in on Karma costs him there.
And I like the way that once they cleared out Lab with the HC, they got on the bomb down right away. Scump's able to get a free kill there on the mid-map on Nagafen. Beautiful use of Heatwave there by Remy, and I believe that Scump pops his kinetic armor during that as well.
Grim will check this corner. Of course he will. Now a 2v1. Vicento for a major swing round in this game. And oh, Crim6 gets aggressive. He gets the kill. Optic Gaming up 5-4. And Matt, Elevate fans out there have to realize something. They just watched, more than likely, that Rise versus FaZe series. And once you saw Rise win the S&D, everyone kind of went, this could definitely be a 4-0. But you got to be thinking the same way now with Optic Gaming.
Yeah, Elevate needs to win this map, Jack. I mean, Elevate's a fantastic uplink team. Optic, though, they lose to all stage 1, and I mean, we can kind of throw that out the window because of what happened with TSM yesterday, but still, you got to believe that Optic's going to win the uplink. Well, Elevate, if they have gone clutch before in huge moments in S&D. Think back to COD Champs last year, obviously, this team getting second under the TR organization. Let's see what Optic elects to do here on the push. They have a lot of specialists to work with.
An HC. All signs pointing towards an Optic Gaming win here. Gonna need a colossal choker failure here from OG if they lose this map. Nagafen, oh my goodness, I think he's been hurt, and he was. Karma picks up on it. Great job there for OG to strike first in this round 10.
And if I'm OG, I actually use all of these specialists during this round. I don't even think the map goes further than this. I kind of pop all of them and I use them to my advantage. And I see Scump trying to push in behind this HC. It's got to be Crim that gets a little bit more aggressive with it. And Aqua actually takes it out. He does not back down. That's a very difficult gunfight to challenge. And if you are Crim, I'd actually use my Vision Pulse right now. You figure out these last two players and you take them out while you have the advantage. And Crim actually does tag both players with Vision Pulse. Formal coming from behind. Not fast, though. Coming a little bit slow. And it's going to be Crim flying through with the Kuda. Able to pick up 2 kills. Optic Gaming takes map 2, 6-4.
Like clockwork right now for OG. There's the Vision Pulse. The crowd's getting into it. Oh, some thumbs down. And obviously an Elevate fan there in the stands. Elevate, they lose one of their better game modes. Optic Gaming steamrolling so far, Matt. Definitely looking to continue this run through the rest of the series. OG up 2-0. Chobra, guys, take it away.
Yeah, I think the score line itself is not shocking, but again, I mean, it looks a little bit easier on that side. I mean, especially that last round, they had everything lined up, all their specialist abilities, and then an HC to boot. They were not letting that one go.
I think Optic had a game plan going into that map, and it worked out well for them. They were playing patient, they were playing calm, and they really weren't making any mistakes of any kind that I saw. You know, Elevate took 4 rounds on them and was very close, but Optic ended up taking 2 in a row and was able to close it out. You even saw in that last round that Elevate even used kinetic armor, but Crim6 and Scump did a great job of coordinating with the RC car, and Scump pushing in, picking up that kill. It was like textbook S&D from Optic Gaming at the end.
Yeah, I completely agree. I thought Optic were very decisive throughout that entire search and destroy, and I got to say, Rapid Fire versus Kinetic Armor. Rapid Fire completely melts Kinetic Armor. You saw it happen there.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Aqua was a little bit weak in that engagement, but a very impressive performance from Optic Gaming. And now you think, just like the casters were saying, is this going to be another 4-0?
It could very well be, and talk about that Rapid Fire. I mean, everyone was running at the M8 Adam. The Shiva, of course, came out early from Crim, I believe, and the VMP, I mean, that one that Scump got just long range.
Yeah, it was dirty.
Melts him.
Yeah, Nagafen with some all-star plays there. He had some snipes, some wicked 2 pieces with the M8. And really, like, they dominated pretty well at the beginning of the game. I mean, they were going round for round, but Elevate was putting up some pretty good kills. Even there, you see 3 kills right in a row. But Karma and Formal, I want to talk on that because You know, you saw that last round, Formal was on a flank. He's been doing that a lot more in Search and Destroy lately. I've seen him do it on Stronghold. I've seen him do it again on Hunted. He's hitting these slow flanks and just waiting because he's so patient. And then you saw Karma pick up some flank kills on the last round with Elevate pushing through the A site. He was playing patient, heard the wall run, picked up those kills. So everybody on Optic contributing right now.
Yeah.
And you know, when Formal first broke into the scene, Search and Destroy was one of his worst game modes just because he hasn't really practiced a lot. Now that he